Hello and welcome back. This is Kristen from Life of Crafting, and I'm coming back trying to catch up with this cards and the series I was going to do with this Queen & Company Winter Wonderland kit. If you're not familiar with Queen & Company, I really did not understand them at the first time I saw them at one of the craft expos. And if you were to first see them, you may think like, oh, you know, they're kits, that's kind of expensive. But when you look for what you get, it really is a good deal. I will put some links down below. This is the Winter Wonderland. This is the first cover sheet that you get in there. And they're saying what they give you is 30 steel dies with 3 bonus outline dies. So you get 33 dies. I'll go through those. You get a 6x6 paper pack. You get a stamp set, which... I'll be honest, I feel that some of their sentiments are probably some of the best sentiments that I use over and over and over again, and I will go through those. You get 8 shaker toppings, which are, they don't give you a lot. You can buy these refills, but I'm going to tell you, they do go a long way. It doesn't seem like you get a lot, but there's enough here that you could really use this kit. And then they do give you the foam to make the shaker with and the acetate that's already pre-cut to fit over that. So you can make, when I bought this kit, I was going to get 9 of these foam outline shaker foam things, and you could make 9 cards, but you can also use them without doing the whatchamacallit, the shaker. And I believe some of the cards I made will show that. So here was some designs that they gave you for inspiration. Obviously, you can make anything to your heart's desire. So to give you an idea of the dies, because the photos they show online really are tough, I have mine, as you can see, there are so many. I needed 3 different sheets of my magnetic sheets to put it on. So I kind of grouped mine up by the different shapes of what the shaker is. And then I grouped them up kind of along the lines of like what I would use them for, meaning like, here's the sleigh. I'm going to use the runners for that, so that's going to go with that. This is what's going to cut out the base of this globe, so I'm putting that with that. This is the ballerina, so I'm putting the ballerina components together. So you kind of get the idea. The snowman, I will tell you, when I first started putting this together, I'm like, it took me, like, what in the world is this piece? It is the scarf to the snowman. So if you get this kit and you're wondering, that's what it is. Like I said, it took me a bit because you can't really find instructions to some of this stuff easily online. So then you got the components to make a little house scene. This is the door for the house. So that's where I put those together. So you get the idea. So again, they're giving you an outline die. I can explain to you what the outline die is in real quick. If you don't have the outline die, basically what you're going to have is you're not going to have, like in the instance of this, you're not going to get that blue paper in the back. What you're going to have is the paper that comes in from behind it. So hopefully that makes sense, because what happens is when you cut it out without the outline die, as you can see, there's a cutting edge on here. That's what's giving you the window for you to see through here. So in this example, I do have one that's here. What it did is it's going to cut one piece and it's just going to go inside. So the outline die is going to give you a whole backer piece for you to build up on, and you can put a piece of paper behind it to make it a different color or a different print than what you're seeing for the rest of the card. So I hope that makes sense to explain why you want the outline dies. I understand that there has been some frustration with people that have said that they've tried these and they didn't know they should get the outline dies, or some of them do come with outline dies like this one and other ones don't. That's the case on that. If they sell them separately, I highly recommend that you get them, because at the same time you can also use them and make this to be independently by itself. Like I could make this whole piece here without the card. I could just make that and make it like a tag. I could easily put a string, glue to the inside or like on the top, and make that a tag. So by having the outline dies, you have a lot more versatility than you would if you didn't get them. So I hope that explains that. The other thing is the stamp sets are very hard to see online. 'Tis the season to sparkle, wishing you a season of joy. May the magic of Christmas fill your home this year. I mean, that's a really nice one. I like that. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices. Visions of sugar plums danced in their head. Horse-drawn sleigh rides right down Santa Claus Lane. Wish you a Merry Christmas. May you never be too grown up to search the skies on Christmas Eve. And wishing you the happiest of holidays. They are a little bit more on the small side for this stamp set because they're having to fit them along here. So that explains hopefully what that is. Every kit of theirs does have different paper packs. They have different color schemes. They do include different things that are, what are they calling, the toppings. The toppings are nice because they're going to coordinate to their kits. So, you know, some of them are red, maybe a red, but like the blue and the greens aren't necessarily anything I would be able to really match up with. I thought these were kind of a little weird when I first saw them. They kind of make you think that they're a sequin, but they're not. They're kind of like glitter on an acetate that has been punched out in a circle. That's the best I can explain. Then they have pearls with no holes in them, which is nice, and some little snowflakes. I have other snowflakes, but these ones really do. Let's see if I can put them on there. They do have a lot of detail on them. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but I thought those were a nice touch. So that is that. Their paper packs, I don't know because I started making this. I had a video. Started making these in the fall. It is now in March. I started making them and then I had to put them aside because our business got too busy and I just was not able to keep up with thinking I was even going to do anything outside of my business at the time. So I started and I've lost the video. I don't know where it went. They give you a 6x6 paper pack. You can buy the coordinating solids, which I did. I like these. I'll get into those in a second. I'll try to show you what I can of the papers that I have here. I'm hoping I still at least have one of each. Their paper packs are nice. Like this is a pale gray with a white snowflake. And then there's a random dot on the back that has the green, the blue, the gray, and the red. They usually only do like one print that has a Christmas theme, and then the rest could be used for more occasions throughout the year. This is kind of like a Harlequin print of 2 tones of green. Then you have a multicolored stripe on the back that kind of makes you cross-eyed. You get 4 sheets of each in the paper pack. 12 styles with 24 sheets. So you get 4 sheets of each combination. This was one that is designated. It's got candy canes, peppermints, snowflakes, and then the back kind of is like a garland streamer of red on red. So that I was using in a card that I will be showing in another video. I had them started. This is probably the most Christmas themed one, and it's got a all over toss print with trees, gifts, balls, all kinds of snowflakes, different colors. I really thought that was cute. And then the back is a more patterned design of snowflakes on that like aqua blue. Trying to see what, I guess one of the ones I'm missing would be this one. And I'm assuming I must have used it all. The one side has these stripes, and there's like a stitched design inside the color of the stripe, and it backs up to a random, like, really dark gray, almost black. Same as the color here, with an all-over snowflake design on it. So that is their paper pack that you get with the kit. Then, what you can purchase separately. Oh, I have a brand new kit. The other thing I like about Queen & Company is they do keep the kits in their collection for a while, it seems. And they do sell, like, I did buy additional foam kits so that you can not have to sit and cut all these. The other reason for having an outline die is that I can use the outline die and create this, these foam kits again with other foam sheets if I want to. I don't have to buy theirs. Obviously, it's just easier to get them with their stuff. They're the width, they're the thickness that you need to make sure that they're going to shake. Like the stuff's going to be able to move in there. They're the same shape. And when you get the foam refills, you do get the matching acetate. And you really can't see that, but the acetate does fit to that as well. Because if you don't have the outline die, that's what it is. You wouldn't get the acetate to cut to match that. I guess you could hand cut them, but I'm lazy. I make usually a lot, and I just can't imagine myself doing that, taking that time, but that's just me. The solid pack, what I like about the solid packs, obviously they coordinate. Like I said, these are sold separately, but their sheets always have 2 different colors. So like one side is one, and then the other is a darker color. It doesn't have to, like this is red on one side and green on the other, but you will get all the colors that they're saying in here. So I guess one sheet is the 2 color reds, one is the red and the green, the 2 greens. So I like that, again, because I like to be, you know, coordinating. I'm one of them, like, I always kind of like the matchy match. So I hope that explains the kit, why you get what you get, why you want to get what you want to get, type of thing. Queen & Company does sell a lot of other different shaker toppings on their site. They have these things called diamonds that I may have in some of these. I'll try to point out if I do have other stuff in there that is not part of one of the ones I used from the kit, because I did bring other things in. I apologize at this time. I probably used some sketches and I don't recall what they could be. So one of the first ones I tried was these. And again, I'm showing them to you with a shaker and without. So this particular one, I used some glitter in there. And I'll be honest, if you don't really get a good embossing buddy thing that cuts the static down on the back of this, they're going to stick. And I think I have one that I may be able to use an example for that of. So these, I did do some, my lighting in here is so bad. I have to get some better lighting for myself shortly. I used Copics and I colored these, and I kind of don't really think I would like to do that way again. I think I would rather use the papers, cardstock papers. So when I first did this, I wasn't really sure what to use for a ribbon. I was using, there's a piece in there, if you can see, that's kind of like, this looks like a fish outline. My understanding is they were supposed to have something to do with the ties of the shoes. I didn't use it for that. I used it for the bow and the wreath. I did use the inside of the wreath to use for a moon to be in the sky. I put Santa on the outside. Here's the snowflakes to show you what those snowflakes look like. And I said, like, they have little, like, prongs on the inside of them. It's kind of, like, really, like I said, I didn't think for that small. But you can see I did this one where I did the dots in the back and held the glitter to that because I wasn't really going to get the shaker aspect out of it. So you can do different things. I did put an acetate sheet in there. You don't have to, but I did. Because again, you only get so many of these acetate sheets and you get them to match how many of these foam inserts. So by me using some to put here, I'm going to be short in some of the shakers at some point, but I do have the outline die, so I can just cut my own acetate. That's really not that big of a problem. And here I'm using some of their paper, so you can see how nice they do coordinate. And I didn't do anything on the outside yet, or the inside yet. But their stamps do a very good job of stamping. Like I said, they're very small and some of the lettering, but I thought they came out really nice. Just used some gems, and this was some almost like a yarn texture. Just trying to use up stuff in my stash. So that was one design that I did with them. Then I did this one, and again, I did 2 styles of them. Some is a shaker, and some is not a shaker. The shakers have some little stars in there, and I did put in some of their diamonds in there. I don't know if camera's gonna pick it up. I used some of the diamond art, the little actual like diamond that you do the art with. I use some of them in there for the shaker. I am using some, I guess this was green. I thought I used, their Slay is a red shimmer. This was a die of packages from the Spellbinders, and I used that. They do come up with they do have a different package for them, but I'm using up some old packages I had already made in there, so they aren't the exact packages you would get with this kit, but it's good to mix and match. This glitter stripe here was one I had that was an extra in my craft room from doing something else to give me the hillside in the back. I don't know if you can pick up, there's some really small sequin stars on here. I've talked about these before. I get these off at Etsy. I will put a link down below. I love, love, love these little, they have them in different colors of gold, silver. Beyond the golds and silvers, I don't know, but I mean, they have like the more antique and they have the more bright. I really liked how those went. I did kind of catch the edge here, and so you are seeing a little bit of my glue, but this was my first attempt. I was kind of really happy how they came out. And then, like I said, I did them without the shaker. I did the same design, same thing, except so I don't have the ability to put the shaker in there. I just put some of the diamond art diamonds scattered around. Again, I don't know what you call these little gems, but, and then I did this one. Unfortunately, I forgot to put the gems in there, so you get it with and without. So that's that. And then the third style that I have completed is the little ballerina, and I loved how she came out. I loved her in the red glitter. Her card does have, I don't think I did. They tell you to take the glitter buddy before you fill this, like put this together. I will do that. I'm going to continue through with this pack. So look into part 2. When I put one of this together, I'll show you. You're supposed to put like your anti-static tool along there so that you don't get these hooking onto the, which is what's happening here. They're hooking onto the sides where I still have some stuff exposed for the stickiness. These pearls are a little bit too big, I think, for in here. They don't really give a good shakety shake. But I have more of the diamonds in there. The diamonds are really, like I said, very brilliant, and they're a great size for in here. I did use some of the little circular, like I said, you want to think they're sequins, but they're not. And some of the snowflakes in there. So here is with and without the shaker part. So I did bring in some snowflakes I had die cut out of shimmer paper. I do tend to keep a lot of things on hand to use, meaning evergreen boughs, snowflakes, stars. When I have small, like right now I have sitting here on my desk, I have some small pieces of greens that I can get some small evergreens out of. I'm going to just throw these through the next thing I die cut. So let's say I want to die cut one of these out. My plate will allow me to put one of these on there. I have enough room. So I'll just grab a die and do both of them at the same time. It's not going to change anything as far as how many, I don't crank. I have the Vagabond, but why not? And I have one hand when I'm needing them. They're already done. And I tend to use a lot when I go to use them at one time too. So I don't, get stingy with how many I use because I have a lot of them already sitting there. So I don't feel like I have to cut back. So this, I have 3 sizes of these snowflakes. Got myself a few gems. I love the Queen & Company has foundation dies, and they do cut out these really small stitched strips in here. This is one I plan to use on another, and you can see like it cuts a really small one. I'm not exactly sure. When I do this card, I'll reference what foundation kit they came from. But they layer up nice. Obviously that's something separate. Their foundation dies are completely separate, but I did use some silver foil on these. And I don't know if there's really anything else to talk about. I guess I did show you the without the shaker. I didn't put anything else in there because I felt like it was just enough. I don't know for her skin tone. I think I just used a Copic marker to put a little bit of like a an ivory tone tour. So that was the 3 cards I have ready. I just wanted to get this started again because I lost the last video. And then I will be back. It looks like I already have another design started over here, and that's a good thing, right? So I hope this explains what a Queen & Company kit is, how you're, supposed to dissect and figure out what you need or don't need, or give you the assessment of how many things in addition to the kit you may use. But the way I look at it, I think these kits are around $60. But for the money, I feel like you can't beat it. You're getting a stamp, you're getting dies, you're getting paper. Just buying those 3 is, to me, worth it right there. And I mean, this isn't anything I even get like affiliate marketing or anything for. I just like them. I love Christmas, and these are just, I think, just so, who doesn't want to just sit and shake stuff, I can only imagine what's going to cost me to post these, but, put them in the mail, but who cares, right? Anyway, appreciate some thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you shortly to give you some more inspiration for how to use your Queen & Company kits. Catch you later. Bye.